Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Jay Barry here, and we are back with another live stream here to talk about some Final Fantasy VII, 7 and 7 Remake news. Because, if you guys didn't know, if you guys live under a rock, yesterday, well, actually, I think it's today, is Final Fantasy VII's 25th anniversary in Japan. So the game came out officially in Japan on the 31st of January, and we're celebrating it today because it's my favorite game of all time, if you guys didn't know. And I love the characters in Final Fantasy VII. Some of my favorite characters in gaming today is from this game. So we're here, we're going to be talking about it, we're going to be celebrating. There's a lot of news and speculations as well when it comes to other Final Fantasy projects. We're going to talk about what my man Yoshinori Kitase has said, and also the legend Tetsuya Nomura has said as well in a little letter that they had, or a little message that they had yesterday up, because the 31st hit Japan, the time difference. But yeah, man, I'm super excited. There's nothing really like huge information, but there's stuff that we can pick apart from what we have got here. Also, we have got a new logo pretty much for Final Fantasy VII, and it looks fire. It looks definitely Nomura inspired, which I don't mind at all because I love Nomura's art and what he creates. But yo, this junk looks fire as hell, and we're gonna show it off. So there's two little pictures here that we gotta show off, and that's what we're about to do right now. So here is the new logo. So this right here, here's the first look of the brand new Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary logos. We hope you're ready for the year ahead. Listen, this also one thing I love to say, man. When I speak, a lot of people seem to doubt a lot of things that I say. When I've been telling people for the longest that we're going to be getting more news of Final Fantasy VII Remake. There's going to be stuff coming. There's going to be a showing of this game this year, in the second part of this game this year. A lot of people are like, nah, man, I don't think so. 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 They got 7. I mean, they got 16. They got Stranger in Paradise. They got 14. They're like, yo, Jay Barry, no. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down, man. We're gonna break it down. Yo, what's good, guys, man? Walter, what's up? Snake Doctor, what's up? Yo, Turks, what up? Yo, we're gonna talk about that as well, Snake Doctor, in a different stream, because they're doing that stream on Wednesday, which I was planning to do my giveaway stream. So I'm gonna change the time on the date of my giveaway stream, and then we're gonna talk about that, because I remember saying this as well. I think the next day they play is gonna be something like Gran Turismo 7, and people was like, nah, they gotta show Horizon again. They're gonna show God of War. I was like, what the fuck are people? Yeah, it's for some strange reason when I say something, people always just doubt it, and then when it actually comes true, everybody they run away. You know what I mean? But yo, Strick, what's good, man? Shout out to my man Strictly in the building, man. What is good, man? Good morning. I know it's super early, guys, but I woke up super early this morning, and I was just like, you know what? Let me just do this stream, because I gotta show homage to Final Fantasy VII and the news that's coming. Yo, Jeff B Gaming, what's up, man? So here's the new logo right here. For Final Fantasy VII going forward with the 25th anniversary, and it looks amazing. Like I said, it's definitely something that is from Tetsuya Nomura. It looks very inspired from that. It looks a little Kingdom Heartish, where it has Sephiroth, which I really like, because it's showing his hair, because Sephiroth got long hair, while on the other side is showing his wing wrapping around Zack and Cloud, which is very specific as well. Well, here's another bigger picture here, where he had the 25th. This is dope right here, man. This is dope. I like when they have these anniversaries and like they have a different logo and stuff. I remember they did it for like Street Fighter when it's 30th like anniversary and whatnot. They had like a dope little logo. It had something with the 35th as well, but it wasn't as hype as the 30th one. But I like when they actually do this stuff, man, which is really, really cool. So this is how it looks, you know what I mean? Hopefully, we're gonna see stuff like this going forward on, you know, the tagline of the games and whatnot, probably the new prints and whatnot. This is something that you're probably gonna see slapped on a lot of the projects because, like I said, we're gonna read their message from Kitase and Nomura as well. Yo, Corral, what's up, man? What is up? So yeah, I'm liking it a lot. You know what I mean? I'm digging it. I'm digging it, and it's really cool because the things that they are saying. Hope you are ready for the year ahead. Hashtag Final Fantasy VII 25th. Yo, this is the reason why I always said I love Final Fantasy VII and the game. Cause you know a lot of people always like to say, "Oh, you like Final Fantasy VII because it's probably your first RPG and blah blah blah." You know the bullshit that people say that's regurgitating what some other dumbass has said. But you know, Final Fantasy VII was not my first Final Fantasy. 6 was actually my first on Super Nintendo, and I got 6 the year before 7 came out. You know what I mean? I was playing that joint like every goddamn day the year that came out, and I love 6. It's in my top 5 for sure, top 3 I would say. But when 7 came out, like I gravitated to 7 really quickly because 7, not only, you know, the protagonist was cool. I always thought that like Cloud is like a evolvement of like Terra as well. You know what I mean? I've broken down that concept many times in like different streams of why I feel that way. But like I said, it's an evolvement of the character, and I instantly like. You know, like the character Cloud, but I also enjoyed the support cast as well. You know, the Tifa, the Aerith, the Barretts, the Red 13s, the Sids, the Yufis. You know what I mean? I always said that 7 is always the best, you know, game for me, Final Fantasy game for me, because it's not only about the protagonist, it's about the support characters as well, and the way how they cultivated and crafted those characters is untouched by any other series, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Where I feel like those characters are so strong that you can do off-brand games and off-brand things with those characters, and we already have been seeing that. We've been seeing that with like Advent Children. We've seen that with like Dirge or Cerberus. We've seen that with so many different other Final Fantasy VII like projects or games or animes or stuff like that. That heck, we even seen that with the remake of 7. You know what I mean? With a Yuffie intermission DLC. You know what I mean? And we're seeing that time and time. And when I keep explaining this stuff, like people say, "No, 7's probably your first Final Fantasy." You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, I've been telling you guys for years. This is why I feel like this game is the greatest game of all time, because the characters are so well crafted that you can do so many things with them. This lore is so well crafted, you can expand upon it, and we're seeing that time and time, and than any other Final Fantasies out there. That this game specifically has been expanded and expanded. There's so many different Final Fantasy projects. You know what I mean? 7 projects. It's ridiculous. Yo, Philip, what's good, bro? What is up, man? So yeah, like when I see stuff like hope you're ready for the year ahead, I'm definitely confident to say that 7 Remake Part 2 is going to be shown. We're going to see that for sure, and it's not just going to be like a teaser. You know what I mean? You might be leading off with a teaser, but for sure you're going to see some gameplay and some world aspects of it, because it's coming out very, very soon. You know, it's possibly late this year or 2023 early, or around April, the same time as 7 as well, for 7 Remake Part 2. Yeah, and you most likely going to see other projects as well. Like I said, they did really, really good with the intermission DLC, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see other characters have like their own little expansion DLC as well. Maybe something like Vincent, You know, it made sense that the one character that is a possibility that you can have in your party, the possibility that you cannot have it in the party, you know, you have like a DLC expansion tie into her story of what she was doing in Midgar or whatnot. You know what I mean? It just makes sense that you can do those things with these characters, and I'm pretty sure you probably see something storyline of like Kitase as well, because as much as Kitase is like the character that I feel is probably the weakest of the 7 crew, it's still a lot of substance there with that character, you know. So it's definitely something you could possibly see it. Would a lot of people be hyped for that? I don't know, but Kitase pretty much is not who he really is or what he is. Pretty much like spy. But yeah, if you guys don't know the story, get familiar, get caught up, play the original game. It's a 25th anniversary, so we can all have a conversation together about it. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be respectful to some. You know what I mean? As far as certain aspects, other aspects, I'm just going to spoil. I don't care. But Kitase kind of is something that I would like people to discover. Well, you know, we're going to see from. But yeah, like I said, I feel like the characters themselves, they can do other projects from them, because the characters are so well written, and the story, the lore is so well written as well. They also dropped like a nice iconic Final Fantasy poster as well, but this is coming from Kingdom Hearts. So when I saw this, I was like, yo, I'm booting up the stream. For those that don't know, my second favorite character of all time is Sora. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, shout out to Kingdom Hearts, yo, showing mad respect to the god, the greatest character of all time, Cloud Strife right here. So they got Cloud right here. This is the 7 promotional art, 7 remake promotional art. But then Kingdom Hearts came in and was like, you know what? We're gonna do our own. To honor, you know, Final Fantasy VII and its 25th anniversary. We got Sora posing like Cloud, but in the background is not Sephiroth. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, that joke was fire, yo. I was like, let's go. Yo, I'm hella hyped, man. Yo, I woke up like around 5 o'clock. I wake up around 5 o'clock every morning. You know what I mean? So, but you know, I do like my morning things, my morning routines, but I'm also like checking, you know, the news and whatnot. And the morning is always good because like Square Enix, they update their blog stuff like in the morning time. So you see like all the information. Like they do it like in the morning time, but they do it like it's typically earlier than like 5. It'd be like around like 3 they would update it, or sometimes even 12 because the time difference in Japan. So like if you check the Square Enix blog, you know, you will see like news that it's gonna blow up before it comes out in our time. But I thought this was really dope. You already know this got saved right here. I don't know if I'm gonna put it as a background or I'm gonna put it as like a Twitter background. I don't know yet, but this is mad fire right here, man. So shout out to Kingdom Hearts and that. So yeah, they've been posting it up here. We're gonna talk about this as well, guys, but I'm gonna save this for the giveaway stream, which I'm gonna change the time for it because this actual stream is at the time of the giveaway stream at 5 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about this as well, and we're gonna be streaming this. Some other good news as well. Like I said, we're gonna read the message from these wonderful developers here, these wonderful producers. Let me see which one is better. All right, so here we go. Is this better or is this better? Well, I guess we'll do it this because this is bigger. I guess people can. Yo, Plus Ultra, what's up, man? So here we got a message from Yoshinori Kitase. We're gonna read his first, and then Tetsuya Nomura, we're gonna read his second. So this is the 25th anniversary message. This year marks the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII. It also marks the 35th anniversary of Final Fantasy series itself, which means that Final Fantasy VII was born in the 10th year of the 35 year long history. Personally, I had always thought that Final Fantasy VII as a recent game, but it has actually now become one of those games from the early series. Even so, we are honored last year when it was voted as the third most popular game ever by gamers in Japan TV poll, the Japanese TV poll. That we could achieve something like that is very much thanks to all the support we've had from our fans over the long years. So Final Fantasy VII was the third most popular game ever by gamers in Japan. Of course, in the Japanese poll. That is a huge honor right there. And people will be thinking, oh, everybody's capping about 7. 7 is their favorite game. Yo, the game is good, man. You know what I mean? The game is amazing. Maybe you should play it. Final Fantasy VII has re-emerged as the latest game in the series once again, with titles like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, and you can look forward to even more exciting developments in the future. More exciting developments in the future? I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. Yo, I think there's more correlation with them mentioning we'll hear more from Final Fantasy Spring. So maybe there's a big PlayStation event coming in March. Well, we know that in spring there's gonna be Final Fantasy 16 news. So Yoshi P, they're announcing Final Fantasy 16 like in a big way. We know that, but also you have the 35th anniversary as well. So a lot of this stuff is going to be in correlation with each other, with 16, 7 remake, 7 in itself, because it's the 25th anniversary. There's going to be more side projects. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more mobile games, or there's going to be a more like an anime or something like that. And then we have the Final Fantasy 35th anniversary in general. So there's news coming for sure. I wonder what the announcement is though. But yeah, like he's saying here, look forward to even more exciting developments in the future. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a TV series or an anime coming. Final Fantasy VII Remake new part 2. Like I said, that is going to be teased and that is going to be showcased as well. It's not just going to be a teaser and then they're going to leave you for the next 9 months and we're not here from the game for a minute. This year you're going to see a teaser for 7 part 2, and you're going to see the actual game, because if you guys beat Intermission, we already got a teaser to 7 part 2. If you beat the game, if you beat Intermission, you got a teaser of Final Fantasy VII Remake part 2, but they're going to be showcasing another teaser, and then later on in the year you're going to see an actual gameplay showcase of like new mechanics, the world, and all that stuff in Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. I know a lot of people's gonna be like, yo, J Bar, you're wrong. They're not gonna do that so early. I'm just gonna state my piece, sit back. When it showcases, I'm gonna come back here, because like I said, a lot of stuff that I say is documented. It is recorded. Okay? I'm gonna state my piece. You guys are gonna disagree. You guys are gonna say I'm wrong. Then when the news come out, when the stuff come out, everybody's gonna hightail it. I know how it is. I've been doing this since 2014. Since 2014, it's been happening. Yo, I skipped the end credits. I had to watch it on YouTube to go back. Oh, dang, you skipped the end credits? Nah, don't skip that. When you beat Intermission, there's a pretty lengthy like cutscene and all that. Where it's teasing 7 Remake Part 2. So yeah, that's Kitase right there. Let's go to my man Tetsuya Nomura, the god of rewriting characters and making them live. But yeah, here we go, man. I love Nomura, man, because I think his character designs when it comes to gaming is some of the most iconic and the best character designs. Like when we think of like top characters, and especially when it comes to RPGs and stuff, like Nomura is definitely up there. You know what I mean? Like that's character design. Look at Cloud, Sora, all these characters that Nomura has created. I can even go even deeper and longer, but I'm just leaving it at 7 sound. But here we go. With the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII this year, the game has now existed a quarter century. I'm truly grateful to all the fans who have loved Final Fantasy VII over the 25 years, and thanks to your support, Cloud has never felt far away over that time. Continuing on from the release of Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier has also now opened for service, and next we have Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis waiting in the wings too. Oh, so yeah, Ever Crisis is the mobile game, pretty much retelling Final Fantasy VII is like a new little art style and whatnot. With all the new exciting projects, I get a sense of how more and more people supporting Final Fantasy VII are supporting Final Fantasy VII. Not just the fans from the original game, but also those who have never experienced it are being drawn to the unique world of Final Fantasy VII. Imagine that. The people that never experienced Final Fantasy VII, that never played the original game, that played the remake, and it's like, yo, this game is amazing. Imagine that. I wonder why. Like I said, character, the lore, the atmosphere, it's all super good. From the original to the remake, it's all super good. They have done such a great job to captivate people. You know what I mean? To keep people within that lore, to keep people updated with these characters. Like, yo, it's not a fluke when people saying that, yo, this is their favorite game or one of their greatest games. You know what I mean? It's not a fluke. As our people trying to make it seem out there in Twitter and YouTube space, because their favorite game not getting highlighted. Sit your ass down, replay the game again, and understand why it's the best game and the greatest game of all time. All right, so, and there will be even more new Final Fantasy VII projects that started up after the remake coming in future soon. Well, I say soon. Coming in future too. Yo. This is why sometimes I love Nomura when he does his messages and when he does his blogs or whatnot, because Nomura wants to spill all the beans, but he's being held back a little. You can tell he's being held back. No, you can't say that. The PR people is probably like, no, honestly, you can't say that. But he said, yo, there's even more Final Fantasy VII projects that have started up after the remake. After the remake. Like I said, we already know they had the little mobile games, right? They had the First Soldier. They have the Ever Crisis. Well, Ever Crisis I'm gonna cop because that's just playing the original game, like, and all the other stuff ties to the original game in that form. I wish they would come that out. I wish they would come out with that on consoles, but it is what it is. Yo, Ice Queen Gaming, what's up, Ice Queen? It is what it is. Like, I would love for them to bring that to consoles, or the PlayStation specifically, or the Switch as well. Yeah, so he's saying the team sees this 25th anniversary as a waypoint on our journey with Final Fantasy VII, and will continue pressing ahead to even greater things. So please keep supporting us going forward. Listen, keep supporting us going forward. More projects coming soon after Final Fantasy VII. We already know they continuing the remake, right? But I put this into a lot of people's minds. I think it was a space or whatnot where I said that I wouldn't be surprised if we see another like intermission or another DLC with other characters, especially like the support cast of characters. Like I said, Vincent, You know what I mean? That would be super dope to get like a expansion like how Yuffie got with Vincent. I wouldn't be surprised with that. You know what I mean? After part 2, you probably get like a different game from other people as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, the characters, they can expand upon them so much. The game, they can expand on it so much that I wouldn't be surprised. And we already seen that with these battle royale games and all these other stuff. Hopefully, it's something like a RPG sense or action RPG stuff. But we'll definitely see the other projects that's coming in. But I'm pretty sure. I remember Chris saying that there was like a talk about like a Netflix kind of show. I didn't see that news, but you know, I'm definitely going to look into that. But that would be cool if there's like a Netflix type, you know, anime or TV show or whatnot. Yo, Henry Heck, what's good, bro? For 7. But I'm super excited about this, man, because not only 1 but 2, you know, the project producer, the creative director, already saying that there's going to be future projects with Final Fantasy 7 in mind. And we already know the remake, like my man Nomura said, new Final Fantasy 7 projects that started up after the remake coming in the future too. Give it to me, man. Give it to me, man. I want more. I want more. My favorite game of all time being expanded like this, I want more. Feel me? I want more. But yeah, man, I love the logo of the 25th anniversary. Like this year, yo, it's pretty much Final Fantasy year, yo, this year. Like no lie, this is the year of Final Fantasy, man. We got 16 news coming. A brand new game with Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins, which looks amazing. You know what I mean? Expanding upon these characters even more. Like, you know, prior to them going bad or prior to them going whatever, we have a story dealing with that. You know what I mean? It's just so much Final Fantasy stuff coming, man. It's so much coming. And yo, 7 Remake Part 2 coming soon too. I just want more. But yeah, guys, that is it right there. I feel that you're going, like I said, I'm going to say it once again. We're going to get a teaser for 7 Remake Part 2. And then within the same year, we're going to see some gameplay and some concepts of the game as far as like the world and, you know, new development of action, you know, with the battle system and all that stuff. 16, we're getting that very soon in the spring. Stranger of Paradise come out in March as well. Listen, man, if you are not excited for Final Fantasy VII, I don't know what to tell you. I honestly don't know what to tell you. It's the greatest game of all time. I need you guys to go back, play the game, play the remake, and get caught up. Because there's going to be more coming very, very soon. This is your boy J Bar. Yo, Corey Massey, what's up, man? Hopefully you guys are having a good morning, just like me. But I'm going to leave this stream right here. I don't want to be too long because I got work to do. Enjoy the rest of y'all morning, man. Enjoy Final Fantasy VII. Happy anniversary. It's a celebration. I love this game, man. I love these characters, man. And I'll catch you guys later, man. Yo, Blue Mustang, what's good? I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy, guys. I'm gone. Deuce.